Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with. Our thoughts are prayers, that spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of mindfulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Well, hello and welcome to our center. Would you like a program?
Good morning. I'm Abby, and I'm looking forward to playing and singing some songs for you guys today.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes.
Welcome to the center.
Welcome to the center.
There you go.
We live spiritually here and otherwise.
I invite you to sit comfortably, Scott. Take a deep breath with me. This is a reading from the Science of Mind magazine. It's called Powerful Intention. A new month provides us with new opportunities for joyous, expansive, and empowering experiences. Whatever has happened prior to this moment no longer matters. What does matter is the deep intention within our heart. There's nothing anywhere that is against you. There's no experience that has the power to pull you away from your destiny. There's no person who can pull you away from your greatness. In every moment, we are at choice. And what we choose, we create. How wonderful to be able to choose beyond what we can see. How wonderful to choose beyond the news that bombard us. And how wonderful to realize that the universe is at the center of our lives and wants us to experience the power of God's grace. Take a moment and invite Spirit to guide you through this month with grace and ease. Declare and claim that you are open and receptive to a peace-filled month. Invite in happiness and then allow it to be the perfect state of every interaction and relationship. Your intention will be seated in the universe. And what must be revealed is perfect love. So it is.
And so it is. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create. Our thoughts are prayers, that spirit resonates with. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of mindfulness, and know that God is always
Ernest Holmes gave us a somewhat unique approach to prayer. No begging and pleading, no approach to a sky god, but the inner awareness of the spirituality that is. And so when we think of the face of God, take it literally today. That's the invitation. You are the face of God. So let's turn within, recognizing that everything that needs to be known is already known. It's already known. It's already real. And so the invitation here is to recognize that now with me. Recognize that there is only one power, one presence, one light, one love, one spirit that is in, through, and around all things, making all things new. And as we turn to it, it turns to us because it was already there anyway. And so let's together realize our heart's desire, realize wholeness, oneness, health, healing. And healing is only the revealing of the truth that already is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And so I am saying yes to love. I am saying yes to peace on earth now. I'm saying yes to the heart's desire, spoken and unspoken, of our human family, and particularly our church family. Because we have taken a stand individually and collectively towards a world that works for everyone. And it is in that way, it is in this place, that each individual, in the sound of my voice, is uplifted now in spirit and in truth. And so I'm giving thanks for this awareness, for our collective awareness, our collective purpose, our ministers, our practitioners, our musicians, and most of all, each and every one of us who have proclaimed that this is now so. And so I release this word, this affirmative prayer treatment, into the law of mind in action, knowing that the truth has been revealed easily, effortlessly, in new and wondrous ways, and all has been healed. And so I just thank God. I thank each person for saying yes to God, for saying yes to truth, for saying yes to the healing teaching of the science of mind and this very word. And so it is that I now release it, trusting and accepting that the word cannot and does not return to me void. And I ask you to join me and just simply say, and so it is.
And so it is. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself, but I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. Okay, welcome, 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 and I'll turn it over to practitioner Lauren. Nice to meet you.
Well, we're all standing, and if it's comfortable for you, would you please join me in saying, God bless America and the rest of the world. And as we know, the face of God and the rest of the world is standing right next to you. Let's hug if you're comfortable with
have a wonderful, wonderful musical. And if I'm still employed, there might be a sermon.
It's incredible. Please welcome Abigail Rose.
So Dave and I are going to play this tune I wrote. It's called Glow.
Oh, time's up. Gotta go. Bye. Almost.
Super boots on. Just putting his super boots on the top of his head.
Oh, God, turn that alarm off. Snooze, snooze, snooze. Oh my God. Not another day. Oh, what time is it? Overslept, 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 overslept. Coffee, coffee. Kick it in, kick it in. TV, news, my favorite thing. Really, government shutdown. I get up every morning, I go to work, I pay my bills, I pay my taxes, and the last thing I should have to worry about is if my government is closing. Please, coffee. Yeah, that North Korea thing. Boy, that's a mess. Yeah, the whole world's a mess. I'll tell you what we ought to do. I think we ought to swing by North Korea. Trump says his button's bigger than North Korea's button. I think we drop a little nuke on there, fly over to the Middle East, drop a couple more nukes, and then we just solve that problem once and for all. Anyway, the whole world would be better without those people. Well, now that I'm thoroughly upset, we should go to work. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Time. Grab the keys, grab the keys, grab the keys. Let's go, let's go. All right, everybody on the road, listen up. I have an announcement to make. I'm running late. What this means for all of you is you need to get the hell out of my way, all right? Who taught you how to drive? Yeah, just what I suspected. Woman driver. Don't be haters. Don't honk at me! I do own the road. Quit honking! I hear you already. You're just angry because your mother dresses you funny. All right, get to the office, get to the office, get to the office. Yeah, morning. Yeah. Nice day. Right, morning. Yeah. Living the dream. Thanks for asking. Honest to God. Look at all this work. I could be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not even put a dent in this. It's ridiculous what they expect me to do. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yeah. We're going to have that all done for you by close of business today. Probably ate your young when they were born, you little snake. Clearly underpaid, overworked, underappreciated. And let's just face it, I'm never going to go anywhere in this dump. I hate this place.
Guess what comes with he's gonna.
Yeah. Wow, that was a long day. Oh, goody. The mail came. Look at that. A little bill for each one of them. I don't get it. It seems like the harder I work, the harder I try, the less money I seem to have. I don't think I'm ever going to get ahead. And you know what? It's right. It's right what the Bible says. Them that's got shall get. Them that's not shall lose. So I guess I'm one of the nots. But you know what? Screw it. I give up. Life sucks. That was part one of the Lifetime made-for-TV movie called That Is Not Spirituality. Part two. Turn the alarm off. Thank you, God, for the gift of another day. I am so grateful for life. All right, it's 4:30. It's time to do our morning spiritual practice. Ooh, I'm so grateful for Mae McCarthy's class, that really hot Reverend Dan's teaching. And so I'm going to have my meeting with the Chief Spiritual Officer of the Universe, God. And so Sunday, February 25th, 2018, my meeting, the CSO. And so CSO, because we're focusing on financial freedom this year, I have taken your nudgings, I have taken your leads, and I've begun to study the habits of wealthy people. And one of the habits of wealthy people is that they know the balance of every one of their financial accounts at all times. So CSO, what I'd like to present to you is a spreadsheet. This is the balances of all my accounts. U.S. Bank, Bank of America, the Credit Union, Vanguard, Towers Watson, and E-Trade. These are the balances as they were this morning when I woke up. The next step that wealthy people take is having a budget and keeping to a budget. And so CSO, I present to you my budget. This is the budget just for today. This is the budget for the remainder of the month, or the remainder of the week, and then this is the budget for the remainder of the month. And then finally, I have an overall budget for the remaining part of the year from now till the end of the year. And if we look at that very carefully, we can see that we are on track to reach our financial goals. And so I give great thanks for the lead that in order to have a different kind of wealth in my life, I need to do something different. And so I give great thanks for that. So now, the second part of my spiritual practice is to find something inspirational and motivational to read. And I'm a little down because sometimes I feel like my dreams are sort of slipping through my fingers. So I want to read something motivational, something that will inspire me to hang in there. Oh, I'm going to read this.
I don't know what that
It's
dream
called
is.
The Dream.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why does this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. There are rough times that are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You study them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm telling you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you. That everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you're an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream of finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me, you can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour to get to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I tell you to get to a place where people don't like you, they don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to walk, you're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about your dream, if you still talk about your done anything. Just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude because we possess? Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream. That's exactly what I needed. I'm not giving up on my dreams. Very attractive. So now the next part of my morning spiritual practice is to write a gratitude letter. And I start out with giving thanks for what I already have. And then the second part is I give thanks for what I want to have in my life, as if I have already received it. And so it is. And so it's my job now to take this prayer and to read it with feeling and emotion. Dear CSO, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that you are my partner in business and in life, and that you guide me every step of the way toward the good I want. I give thanks for my beautiful life. I am so grateful for the gift of such a beautiful and kind husband. I give thanks for our lovely and exquisite home. I give thanks for the privilege of being a minister at the most extraordinary center in the world. I am so grateful for the gift of working at NV Energy. And I am eternally in gratitude for my life, for optimal health that I experience, for the great prosperity that I experience every moment, and for the delightful friends I share this earthly experience with. I give thanks that this Sunday's sermon is grounded and in principle. That it awakens people to their spiritual magnificence and is enjoyed by all. I am also grateful that the last Path to Wealth class is so much fun and dynamic. What a lovely evening of living, loving, and learning. I am so thrilled and thankful that my income is 20% higher than it was last year. And I am especially grateful that I spend my money well, that I invest it wisely, and most importantly, that I share it with love and compassion. And finally, I am so excited that my marriage stands the test of time. I am grateful that my relationship with my husband is built on trust and respect,
and that the 1,000 years that we promised each other is pure bliss. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And so it is.
So it is.
And so, God, we gotta go to work. We gotta go to work. Uh-oh. Stand by. We have a wardrobe malfunction here. Okay. All right. Let me get ready here. Oh. Put the news on. Wow. Government shutdown. North Korea. And the crisis in the Middle East. You know what, though? I give thanks for the news. I give thanks that I'm willing to allow it to be my prayer list. And so, what I know to be true is I am an epicenter of love and peace. And so right here, right now, I send to every person of every nation, and especially every leader of every nation, I send forth love. And I send forth peace of heart and mind and spirit. I claim and I let there be peace on earth. I know now, contrary to what it looks like, all is well. All right. Time to go to work, but one more sip of coffee. Because I love my congregation, but I love coffee more. Kidding. All right. Let's go to work. Get in the car, get in the car. Wow. Because I love it when I wear t-shirts at work. And what I know right here and right now is that every driver on the road this morning is working together to make sure that each of us arrives to our destination safely and on time. And what I know for me is that I am a kind, and I am a safe, and I am a courteous driver. All right, time to get to the office. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How am I? Well, I swipe my badge, the door opened, I get to work in this exquisite building with exquisite people like you, and Warren Buffett's going to put a big bag of golden coins in my account this week. That's how I am. Good morning. How am I? How am I? I was born for greatness. Okay? I was born for greatness. I live an exquisite life, and God blesses me every minute of every day. And when I stop to think about it, I am doggone good. And so it is. Well, look at all of this work. You know what? The one thing I can absolutely say is I am grateful for my job. And I am grateful for meaningful and purposeful work. And I know that I am exactly in the right place, doing the exact right thing at the exact right time. Oh, good morning then. Yes. Yes, I'll have all of this done for you by the time I leave today. I bless you. I forgive you. I release you. Really, really releasing you. What I know from this point forward is that in every single moment, I move from success to greater success. What a great day. Good to be home. Oh, the mail's come. And you know what? I am so grateful that these creditors trust me and believe in me.
Oh my.
And so I pay each bill in love. I rejoice with each check I write. And what I know to be true is I am a money magnet. And I receive and accept prosperity and abundance from every possibility. And so I just allow prosperity and abundance to flow into my life and out of my life in circulation with ease and grace. All right. Nighttime. So it's time to take a moment and think about the day. It's time for me to think about forgiveness. And so I read the forgiveness prayer. CSO, if there is anyone from my past or present that I need to forgive, whether I remember them or not, I now do so. I bless them, I love them, I forgive them, and release them into your care, for you to work with them in whatever way is best. And if there is anyone from my past or present that needs to forgive me, including myself, they now do so. And we are all free to experience a higher and greater good in our lives. And so I give thanks for this good and great day. As Ernest Holmes says, I now sleep in peace and awaken in joy. And so you see, what is spirituality? That's spirituality. And spirituality is about every single day remembering. It's about remembering that we are spiritual beings here having a physical experience, not the other way around. In episode 1, that individual lived their entire life in their circumstances, lived in their circumstances, looked at their circumstances, cursed their circumstances, and ultimately created more of their, right? If all you look at is the way it is, guess what you keep getting? The way it is. It is remembering that every day it is about nourishing your mind and your spirit. Every day it's about remembering to consciously develop your connection with the divine, the God within, the kingdom of heaven that Jesus tells us is within us. It is about remembering that every day that thoughts are things. So why not choose the good ones? And it's also about remembering every day that we are at choice. We choose what we're going to think, which ultimately we are choosing what we want our lives to look like. Let us never forget what we say in religious science. Change your thinking, change your life. If we don't like what we're experiencing, we don't curse it. We don't feed it more energy and attention. Ernest Holmes teaches us to turn entirely away from the condition and begin to think about, begin to dream, begin to vision, begin to talk about what we want. That's how how we move from here to here. So this week, your life is in your hands. Your dreams are in your hands. Follow your spiritual principles. Spend time daily with the CSO. And always remember, we talked about this so much at the conference. The organization, this teaching gives us so many tools. I liken it to the story of the gentleman that hired a contractor to build a house. And every day he drove by and there was the builder and all the materials, and nothing was happening.
No plan.
And finally he stopped one day after like a month of driving by and watching the contractor just sitting there with all the materials and the tools on the floor. And the guy said, we gonna build this house? Well, yeah, but you know, I don't know if we've got the right tools or not. And I don't know, it's a lot of work building a house. I don't know. We'll get to it eventually, when things get bad enough. The tools are laying around us. We have been taught well, but it only works if we work it. So I hope that you will that you will join me this week. You don't have to get up at 4:30. Okay? I'll take the 4:30 shift. But get up. Spend some time with your CSO. Begin to look at the life you want to live. And watch the law created for you. I love you all very much, and I hope that you have an incredible week. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Dan. You're incredible.
I'm not sure.
So are you, Abigail Rose?
This is an Ed Sheeran song. He's a writer who I look up to, and it's called What Do I Know?
Some guitar, grab a beat, and away we go. I'm just a girl with a one-man show. No university, no degree. Lord knows that everybody's talking about exponential growth and the stock market crashing in their portfolio. Well, I'll be sitting here with the song I wrote, singing love could change the world in a moment. But what do I know? guitar, grab a beat, and away we go. I'm just a girl with a one-man show. University, no degree. Lord knows everybody's talking about exponential growth and the stock market crashing in their portfolio. Well, I'll be sitting here with the song I wrote, singing love could change the world in a moment. What do I know? Love could change the world in a moment. What do I know? Love could change the world in a moment. What do I know? Love could change the world in a moment. What do I know?
All right, so we'll have any ministers, visiting ministers, please come forward. And we're just going to have our whole ministry of prayer team come up, please. And prac interns, if there are any. Okay. And so if you'll, again, as Lauren said, if you remember, you got to pick up the tools to build the house. If there's something on your heart or your mind, if you have something coming up this week, if there's something important that you need to talk to someone about and pray about, then doggone it, you do it. Grab one of these practitioners, you'll find a corner, and they'll pray for you. Your miracle is a prayer away. Please take advantage of that. So stand and connect. And take a deep collective breath. And just know with me right here and right now that there is only one thing happening, and it is God. There is only one thing happening. There is only one mind, one energy, one essence, one life, and it is God's life. And it is love and peace and harmony and abundance. And what I know is that this one life is my life now. And what is true for me is true for each and every person in this room. The very essence of God is expressing itself as each person here. And that means that each being in this room is love, is peace, is harmony, is abundance. And so I just declare right here and right now that this week is an incredible week for each person here. That each person spends time with their CSO. That each person begins to think in a new and a positive and a fulfilling way. And what I know is as this thought process begins to happen, each person's life changes and is better and is more positive and flows with ease and grace. I give thanks knowing that each person leaves here and travels through their week in safety and is guided, guarded, and protected by the universe itself. I give thanks for it all, and I now release my word into the perfect workings of the law. That law takes my word right now and makes it a reality. So I sit back, I relax, and I enjoy the ride. Thank you, God. And together we say, and so it is. And you sing.
Yes,
Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And